all of you know, we're dealing with a real horror show with regard to climate change. And what we understand is that it is beyond belief that you have people in the fossil fuel industry who still, to this day, are more interested in their profits, which are huge, than they are in preserving the planet for their own children and grandchildren. So this is, as the scientists tell us, an existential threat to the future of the planet. This remains a livable planet.
And I think that we are seeing now the emergence of new groups which reflect that new consciousness of catastrophe.
Science needs to win, capitalism needs to lose. Davos backs capitalism, the Paris Agreement backs science.
About a president holed up in the White House dining room, TV room for more than 3 hours, unwilling to tell the insurrectionists to go home because they were, quote, his people.
I don't want to say the election's over. I just want to say Congress has certified the results without saying the election's over, okay?
He's just a terrible person. I think that this guy needs to be prosecuted. There's no doubt about it. We have midterms coming up that are unbelievably important. Doing stuff on climate that we absolutely need to do. Look how just scorching hot it is around the world. We have to elect Democrats to the Senate, to the House, governors, secretaries of state. They're going after our democracy. This is an extremely important period of time between now and the midterm.
48% of voters say if the midterms were held today, they would more likely to vote for the Democratic candidate.
Speaker Pelosi and President Biden said, our recourse here is to go vote. If you don't like what you saw at the court on Friday, you have to go vote.
Opinion, whether they're going to actually register, vote, organize, outwork Republicans, get people to the polls and make a difference. I haven't seen a lot of evidence that Democrats are really good at that anymore.
There's a huge part of the population which sees not only sees, but is deeply committed to an alternative reality which has no basis in fact and is entirely the opposite of all evidence, but they cling to it religiously. There's some really serious ills, although the Republicans have gone off the spectrum.
But folks have to understand that we can't pause. Saving democracy is not something that you can just take a vacation from.
Right.
Midterms are about base elections.
Yeah.
It really is. You sink or swim depending on the energy and the enthusiasm of your base.
We don't have political parties. We have candidate-producing organizations. We don't have that. We don't have participatory political parties. We have basically bought elections.
Shouldn't Democrats be angry on behalf of the voters who are being targeted by these policies? Isn't that, I think, the message, part of the message?
Yeah, I think absolutely. And I think it's important for Democrats to remind people Republicans have moved into a crazy world. They are